Okay, this is just really meant to be a quick test, but I'm gonna, for the occasion, I'm going to do a quick little turf first. I need a couple of things up here. Alright, where's my... there. Okay, gain I can fool with on the fly. And I need my gamma down a little bit to improve contrast, because otherwise it's just really crappy looking, washed out. What you're looking at here is dark field illumination, and the whole reason I'm doing this is because I'm testing out my mic system. Haven't done narration on a video in quite some time, as I'm sure some of you may have noticed. So yeah, I am back in speaking form. Anyway, this here is a slide that I did about, 5 or 6 days ago, and it's one of my petroleum jelly sealed slides. You just, well, in my case, I made a little stamp out of, from my 3D printer, with my 3D printer, I should say. And it's just square in the same dimensions as the cover slip. So I stamp it lightly into petroleum jelly, and then stamp the underside of the cover slip, and then make a matching stamp on the slide. And then I put my specimen in the middle of the stamp on the slide, and then carefully lower the cover glass over that, let the water pull it to the slide, and then gravity and tension do the rest, more or less, and it seals it. When it works right, which it often does, it will seal the slide, and it's good for days and days. What's unusual is for such a slide to hold its biology so well. You can see I've got not only a lot of bacteria, those fixed dots look sort of like stars there. Those are bacteria as well. So yeah, the population of bacteria is very, very high. Anyway, I'm getting off the point. Generally, these things degrade really quickly into a huge population of bacteria and very few higher forms. This is interesting. Did you see it twitch? That's doing that on its own. Nothing bumped it. That's a bacterial strand. It's a species of bacteria that just grows end to end, seemingly infinitely. That goes all the way to there. Where's my, I added a little something cool here. Using OBS Studio, by the way, for the capture. I made myself a mouse arrow image that I can grab and drag around. And before you go saying, isn't there a feature for a mouse capture in OBS? Yeah. Well, if you're lucky enough to get it to work. Anyway, that's also a bacterial chain there, cyanobacteria, I believe. And you got all these large bacteria. That's a, I'm pretty sure that's a bacterium. Could be a protozoan. I don't know. That's a bacterial colony there. Anyway, the reason I'm doing this video is to test the mic system, but also this is just an intro to what's a-coming. The slide I took from my algae tank experiment, 5-gallon aquarium, left to just grow algae, and I added fertilizer to it a long time back. That thing's been going for a long, long time. Well in excess of a year. Yeah, quick scrape, sealed slide. A lot of diatoms on this, many species of bacteria. See these guys here, strands. Bacillus bacteria swimming around like crazy, and lots of forms of diatoms. These are diatoms. Also, This is a demoing of my new camera, one of my 2 new cameras. I got a couple of ZWO ASI cameras. This one, look at this guy, Psycho Fit there. This camera is ASI. Oh, wow, what's going on there? Huh, that's different. This is an ASI 385 astronomy camera, planetary camera. I also have the ASI 294MC that I got specifically for astronomy, but it does as well work on the microscope. It's just the sensor is so big that you kind of struggle to get any detail. Everything is much lower magnification as a result. So although the image quality is better with the 294 and the light grasp is in general better, in order to get tight in on very tiny critters like bacteria, you have to blow the optics out so hard with eyepiece and objective that you end up kind of neutralizing your gain on light level, at least anyway. And that makes me wonder, what the hell's the point? This is strange. What is this going on here? Okay, what the hell are you? We really need to go in on this, don't we? That's a strange one. Dead protozoan, maybe? There were a couple large ones. Let's see what we got. That's odd. Very odd. Let's slow the shutter rate down a little bit so I can recoup from my light level loss going up all the way in the power. I've got the wide field, what is it, the wide field 10 power eyepiece in the mount tube for the camera, and this is my 40 power PLAN objective. So I'm really straining the limits of the microscope here. Where am I? Would be a really good question. I don't want to crash the objective there. Okay, now I'm at it. Now finding this is going to be a chore. No, not bad. There you go. Yeah, what's going on here? This is weird. Very strange. Let's bring the gamma back out, because that's where all my light's going to. Yeah, this is odd, isn't it? That, I think, is either a dormant or recently dead or very ill protozoan. I've seen lots of these on the slide, but they're really hard to keep up with. They're very fast. This guy ain't. And just drawing a ton of bacillus bacteria. I mean a lot. Wow, that's crazy town. So that's neat. I actually did end up with something worth looking at on this little demo run. Now, where's my... Let's drop the... that's better. Drop the condenser all the way down, and I get... Whoa. Yeah, much better look at the bacteria. Look at that mess. What the heck is this? That's odd. I can bring up the light, the gain a little bit there, and maybe drop the gamma to increase the contrast a bit. Yeah, what the hell? Look at all that. That's wacky doodles, for sure. Well, one thing for sure about sealed slides, you get a little something different and special every day. That's the point, is to watch the evolution of a sealed environment. Yeah, that's odd. I mean, I'm not surprised at seeing one of those large protozoans apparently dying, but it's not exactly common in my experience to see them mobbed by bacteria. Sooner or later, I would think the membrane will rupture and all his little cytoplasm will go everywhere, and they will feast. If they're not already in the interior there, which I don't think they are. I think they're hoping for a snack, though. A lot of hungry bacteria on this slide. Anyway, so there you go. Such as that was. A little bit too much there. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's different. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and there will be much more to come. This is just the beginning. Tours I have planned. I want to tour you on the complete system from camera view. I want to aim my DSLR at the system and walk you through everything in high detail, because there have been enough changes to this to make that important. And so I want to cover that, and then I'll be doing some tutorials on how I make the sealed slides and some various special slides that I want to show you how to make. And with that, thank you for watching as always, and see you next time. Have a great week, everybody. Bye for now.